This is the Elevate Fusic365 podcast, and I have a lovely guest. Rubi Mars in the building, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, we're going to go ahead and jump into our interview after these commercials.
Pushing the gas and along with the pedal. We not the same, we on different levels. You say the same, but yo, I cannot settle. I'm bringing the bass and you bringing the treble. Pushing the gas and along with the pedal. We not the same, we on different levels. You say the same, but yo, I cannot settle. I'm bringing the bass.
Sin atraso, soy un elatrano, braviarte que Picasso. Sinfonías de mis dientes se convierten en un palo pinto, musas de mi mente, un universo estoy creando. Sé que lo puedes ver, difícil comprender. Es mi forma de ser, realeza y poder. Se retiró R de reggaetón, llegó la...
Awesome, guys. So welcome back. Again, this is the Elevate Fusic365 podcast. I am Christina Diaz, and we have Rubi Mar.
Hi, everybody.
In the building.
Yes.
She is an artist and will be performing tomorrow live at the Miller at 7 p.m.
That's
Rubi,
right.
tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Rubi Mar. I'm 23 years old, and I'm from Tampa, Florida. But I was born in Puerto Rico.
Yes, love it.
So I speak both Spanish and English, and you can find that in my music as well.
Yes. Okay. So crossover. What kind of got you started in music? Like, what was your first inkling? Like, hey, music is what I want to do.
So I started making music I started taking it as a career 4 years ago.
Okay.
And definitely after like a life-changing experience, I was engaged.
Oh, wow. Okay.
At a young age, and it didn't go well. So I basically, when we went separate ways, I was like, well, I'm single, I'm young, and I really love music. I was going to go into nursing before that, just for stability.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, no, music is my thing. And so ever since then, I haven't stopped. I began my music career officially.
Absolutely. So what would you categorize yourself as far as artists or genre-wise? Would you say you're more pop? Would you say you're more R&B? Would you say you're more eclectic? What would you think, or what would you say your genre is?
So as of right now, I don't have a specific genre. I consider myself to be a versatile artist, and reason being, I don't want to put myself in a box and my creativity in a box. So basically, whatever single comes out, whatever song, basically is like, oh, that single is Afrobeat, or that single is reggae. So I don't really like to box myself.
No problem. I know some artists are strictly like, hey, I do R&B,
right,
or hey, I'm a rapper. So I just like to ask that question just to kind of get a feel to see like what it is that you're working on,
right,
what it is that you want to be. Like what is that for you right now? Are you working on any current projects or?
Yes, so I'll be having an album coming out on the fall. But right now I've been working on a lot of different genres. Yeah. It's really fun. And I go into the studio, and whatever mood I'm in,
that's what hits.
Yes. So right now I have a few things in the chamber, you know, that's been cooking. I got, again, some Afrobeat, reggaeton, hip hop, pop, electronic music, EDM.
Yes.
So a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like a part of me, like my personality. Or my mood that day.
I love to see it. So we know tomorrow you're performing with Sabri.
Yes.
You guys actually curated an entire song on different coasts.
Yes.
How was that?
That was, surprisingly, it was very smooth.
Yeah.
It was super cool. Basically, he had reached out to me, and he was like, listen, we should do a song together for Fusic. And I was like, bet, let's do it. And he sent me a few little tracks, and he told me to pick one. And we picked this amazing track. We wrote to it. He sent over his vocals, and I sent over mine. We put them all together, and I just met him this week.
Yeah.
For the first time, super cool.
Yeah, so how do you feel like that's going to go? Do you think that's going to be a new way of, because I know that's already been I guess you could say, a way that artists kind of collab without being in the actual studio together.
Right.
'Cause, I mean, new age. But do you think that's going to be a way to expand whom you work with, or
Most
how you work with
definitely.
people? Because it was, I don't want to say it was easy, but,
Right.
the fact that the option was there,
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I think that is definitely the new way, and I like it that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's super cool. I did also a collaboration with someone in Italy,
Ooh.
and so it was so cool that I was able to send my vocals over there,
Mm-hmm.
and we even did like a little music video as well, and he did his portion over there,
Mm-hmm.
and I did mine in Florida, and
Yeah.
it was super cool. So I think definitely that's the new wave, and
Yeah.
it's super cool that I will be able to collab with anybody.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. So I just talked to Sabri. I want to actually talk to you
Yeah.
about your single more specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a certain passion behind it, or was it just you heard the music, that's just what it was for you? Or what was your process in writing, your verse and your vocals on it, which sound amazing, by the way?
Thank you.
I haven't heard it.
So, are we talking about the single with Sabri, or are we talking about my personal single?
Both.
Both. Okay, so I have this hip hop single called Alacran, which means scorpion. And this single is basically the track came first.
Yeah.
And it was a sample that was used, and we got the rights to.
Okay.
So,
That's always good. That means you don't want to
Yes.
have to worry about nothing in the back end.
it was super cool because it was a classical piece, and they turned it into hip hop. And in the urban and the Latin culture, we don't hear a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring something fresh, something new to their ears.
Yeah.
So I did that's my first full on Spanish song.
Yes.
But I was really inspired by that classical piece. Like,
Yeah.
I heard the violins, I heard all of that, and I was like, this needs to be a work of art.
Yeah, and not just drop them and go.
Right.
Yeah, got you.
So basically, the song is talking about my creative process.
Yeah.
And the type of person who I am, and also talks about my journey and how doors have been closed, but I'm still here.
Yeah,
I'm still doing
absolutely.
it. And another big message that is in this song is, every decision that we've made has brought us to this point. And if we don't like where we are at,
Make better decisions or different
better decisions to change your circumstances. So
Absolutely.
basically telling you have the power to change your life, to change your circumstances, to go out there and chase your dreams,
Yeah.
and make your life what you want it to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So what about the single with you and Sabri? What was your process with that as far as writing it, or if any?
Yeah, I really liked it. So we wanted to do a song, a pure love song,
Yeah.
like we hear it old school R&B.
Yeah, I love it. It's a vibe. It's I love the song. I
Yeah,
love it.
it's a beautiful song. And what better way to write than just being like very passionate about what you're
Yeah.
saying, So I really took out the time, and I looked at how my parents loved on each other, because my parents have been together for 28 years. And
You don't see that too much anymore.
exactly. So I kind of wrote based on conversations that I heard that week when the track was sent over.
Yeah.
And my father, he said something along the lines of, "Oh, your mom brings colors to my day. Like she just, the house isn't the house without her, because she comes in and she decorates it. And
Yeah.
She lights up the room
Yeah.
and gives it that touch, you
Yeah.
know." And so I kind of just started writing off of that.
Yeah.
So
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So
No, that's really beautiful.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
really, really beautiful. So in the future, as far as your music career goes, and I know a lot of artists end up running into like the actor realm, kind of jump into that. Is that something you will be open to? And if so, what type of role do you see yourself playing?
most definitely, I definitely want to go into the acting realm. I also want to do like movies for kids.
Yeah.
And do voiceovers. And all that
Voiceovers,
stuff.
yes.
And be able to sing and and express my talent that way.
Yeah.
So not necessarily just my face, but I would also
Your
love to use
voice.
my voice.
Yeah.
And and do movies. I love
Yeah.
it.
I think that's something that I guess you can say started back in the early 2000s or the early part of this year or of this decade.
Right.
Or I can't even say this decade. Where are we? No.
Right.
In the early part
Yeah,
of the
this
century.
time frame,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But artists basically taking their talents from the booth or from the studio and putting it into into a movie.
Right.
And it's almost crazy to like you resonate with an artist a little bit. You know who they are for music.
Right.
But as far as acting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Or
a
as
whole
far
nother
as-
world.
It's a whole nother realm.
Yeah.
So just jumping into that is just completely crazy.
Yeah.
But moving on, again, your guys' performance tomorrow. Again, you
Yes.
guys worked on it separate. You guys met yesterday, did a couple of run-throughs.
Right.
Now, how do you perceive, or how do you want the audience to perceive this piece of work? Because I see where you're coming from with it. I see where Sabria's coming from with it. That's almost like a love song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
for
almost
sure.
a love song. So what vibe do you really want to give off to the audience? I mean, it could be self-love, love, romantic love, any love,
Yeah.
you know?
Definitely romantic love. I think we need that nowadays. And
Yes.
Because in this generation, there's a lot of people that are scared of commitment.
Yeah.
They're scared of loving.
Yeah. So as an artist, when preparing for that you regardless
Obviously, I do like vocal warm-ups. And I sometimes I get really anxious to do it, or it's like nervous energy and like anxiety. So I kind of just picture myself. I close my eyes. I picture myself that all my stress and anxiety and all those things, all that energy, I kind of just visualize it
Move
going
it.
down
Move it.
to my feet. Yes. That way when I go perform, like I just tap my 2 feet and
Yeah,
I'm
and
ready.
it's out of
I'm
there.
grounded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's something that I do. I also drink tea, or what's another thing that I do? Oh, I love peanut butter and banana sandwiches before I perform.
Oh wow.
I feel like it coats my voice. So yeah, it's a little ritual I do before I go on. So
yeah,
What's
I was
happening?
here with you with the tea, but I've never heard of the
Oh, yeah.
the peanut butter and
yeah,
bananas.
I know it's really strange.
Like on bread.
Yes, on bread. So, like I slice them and I put them on my bread and I eat them. Oh, and honey, I forgot. It goes on my sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Some people do potato chips too. Like they'll eat
Really?
potato chips before going on. Yeah, because of the oil, the grease, it kind of coats the throat.
I never knew. Like I said, I heard of tea.
Right.
You know, I've heard of drinking warm water, gargling like salt water and stuff like that. But dang.
Yeah, that's another
You're eating
level.
a full
guys.
meal.
Exactly. That's
I
awesome.
love to see it. So, as far as like you said, you have more tracks that you're working on now.
Right.
EDM, eclectic. With these new sounds, quote unquote, on the new, with Drake and Beyonce, do you think you would ever go that route as far as house music? They just dropped. It's all new. Have
Right.
you heard it first?
I skim through it. I haven't gotten to sit down and listen to it, so I can't form an opinion.
Yeah. No, I got you.
And I respect them both because they've
Yeah.
worked so hard to get to where they're at
Absolutely.
Now, would I do a house music? Of course,
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I love house music.
Yeah,
I
me
love every genre of music. There's always something that I adopt into my voice. I'm like, oh, I like that. Like,
Yeah.
and I kind of just pick and choose.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would definitely do a house.
I love it.
Music.
I love it. Perfect. Perfect. So moving on, within your career, what has been, I guess you could say, your greatest challenge? You wanted to be a nurse, just kind of really figuring out your path. What has been your greatest challenge, and then how did you overcome it?
my greatest challenge would definitely have to be finding the right people
Yeah.
to make the dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's always been a challenge. And slowly but surely, I feel like, you know, God has been opening doors for me and just placing the right people around me to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always been a challenge. Maybe sometimes even family members, they don't fully support.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, chase stability. But so my mom particularly, she wanted to be an artist.
Yeah.
But she didn't get to live that dream.
Yeah.
And because her parents believed in stability.
Yeah.
Oh, go to school,
Doctor,
do the
lawyer.
right.
Right.
So I'm living her dream and mine as well. So what kind of keeps me grounded, although some people might doubt it or not believe in what I do, not believe that it's legit, is that this is my life. I have one chance at it, and I want to live my dream.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, that's always been a challenge, you know, lack of support or, maybe
Just
not
the people.
the people.
Yeah.
So
Overcoming it is just kind of bringing you back to why you started in the first place.
exactly.
Why you're doing it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That's so genuine. Honestly, I feel like it kind of gets lost in the sauce when you're doing it for a specific reason.
Right.
You know, and you just kind of like pushing it out and just hoping that whatever hits. But
Right.
when you bring it back to that, it's just super, super, I guess you could say, a lot of people resonated with it more than you think.
Right.
And
Right.
across anything, not just artists, but these dancers who are also artists. You know,
Right, yeah.
why are you doing this? What is the reason why? So
Yeah.
I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so this is gonna be close to the last question, but not quite.
Okay.
3 people that you would want to do a dream collab with, and then what type of song would it be?
Oh my goodness, that's such a good question.
Yes.
Okay, let's see my list of people.
Pull out your Rolodex.
I love Justin Bieber.
I do too.
Okay, I am a
Love.
Bieber fan. I'm a belieber.
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely Justin Bieber. Do you think like if I name these 3 artists, would I do one song with 3?
One song with the 3, or one song with each one of them, or
Oh
they
my
both could be
goodness.
on it. I mean, it really,
That would be so cool,
yeah.
right?
Right.
Okay, so definitely Justin Bieber, Pink Sweats.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I love those are like my favorite like male.
Mm-hmm.
Now a female. Oh my goodness. Tori Kelly.
Okay, that's a really good one.
Love her.
Vocals.
And yeah, I think okay, so now the genre that I would do these 3 artists. Definitely like some R&B.
Yeah.
I think R&B
Mm-hmm.
would be really, really cool.
I think it would sound aesthetically pleasing too.
Yes, it'd be
Because
so.
everybody you named is fire.
Yes.
Including you.
Thank you.
Including you.
So I think it would be so cool. Yeah, it would be really pretty.
Okay. So now, as far as your performance tomorrow, gearing up for it, just making sure that you're, doing what you want. I mean, or doing the things that you want in this performance, again, with you not being with Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this is going to put a growth spurt on your career? Or do you think it's going to put a growth spurt?
Most definitely. Every opportunity that I get allows me to grow. I get to learn from every experience. So I do think this is going to open other doors.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a music video for Alacran.
Yes.
So I think with this performance, maybe I'm hoping some of the dancers could relate to the music and maybe want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So definitely, I'm really hoping that this opens doors for me. I know it will.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy to have you here. It's so nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, of course.
I've heard so much about you. I've written questions to interview you on, but
Right.
It's super dope just to really see you in person and actually see that, it is what you are what you say you are.
Thank you
really are.
so much. I really appreciate
You
that.
really are. You have any last words for the camera, the fans, the people, the viewers, the...
Let's see. Listen, guys, so remember to stay true to you, chase your dreams, make them a reality. And yeah, you guys need to come out through the Miller Theater, guys.
7
Don't
p.m.
miss it.
tomorrow.
7 p.m. We're going to be there. We're going to have so much fun. So you guys, if you don't come, you're going to miss out on a lot. So, hey, I'm inviting you guys. Come on. Come on in.
Love
Thank
to
you.
see it. Like we said, the Fusic365 convention and competition is tomorrow, 7 p.m. at the Miller. You will see Sabri and Ruby Mar live
Woo.
with their single, Okay.
Period.